What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, Fake Paul has called out Canelo. He said it makes sense. Bear in mind as well, Fake Paul had a fight at the weekend. Couldn't tell you who it's with, some bum. Yeah, bottom line. End of the day, man, when Fake Paul had to fight Timmy Fury, who we know is no good, KSI and all that, and he was 20 pounds lighter, and Timmy couldn't do nothing. Yeah? I consider Tommy a real boxer kind of thing. He's kind of like, I don't know what you'd call it, regional level, right? But he's a real regional level boxer. Fake Paul is fighting below journeyman level. Certain journeyman, Fake Paul ain't fighting. The fact of the matter is, when Fake Paul fought regional level, he was going 50-50. So until he fights someone who's worth some, I don't want to hear no more from Fake Paul. Even when he fought Nate Diaz was a punching bag. He had nothing about him. He didn't want to get in. He didn't want to go for it, did he? In there politicking with Nate. Anyway, he's now called out Canelo, and I'd love to see that, because Canelo would. Because the problem is, I've heard this from Jake Paul's camp. These guys, they don't bring in real boxers. They bring in people to pump their ego up. Jake Paul never been in the ring with a real boxer. I don't believe it. Yeah, and Canelo, as much as I have reservations on Canelo after the Bivol fight, Canelo would. It's a bit like, I don't know. It's a bit like an unruly son who just. I don't know. It's a bit like a son who's got a single mum, and then the dad comes back into the cut, kind of thing. Given the shock of his life, like, oh, I'm running around doing my thing, running the house, kind of thing, and then dad comes back, and it's like, no, I didn't realise what game I was actually in. I thought I was in the single mum running the house game. When dad come back and tighten your ass up, yep, clip back of the head. Oh, I'm tight. And that's what the problem. Jake Paul right now is in boxing. He's running around as a single mum. He's running around as a son of a single mum, just thinking it's all sweet, right? Canelo would give him that, oh, dad's back. Oh, this ain't what I thought it was, right? This ain't 100%. He'd get his whole conception of what boxing is would change. He'd realise this ain't what I thought it was. Fact. Yeah? Because if he already realised, he'd have beat Tommy up. Jake Paul was in there politicking with Tommy. Ooh, boop, boop. No good. He doesn't understand. He doesn't appreciate. I'm not saying I do, but I'm saying for sure what I've seen. He don't get it. And the fact he's calling out Canelo shows he don't get it, right? Because if he knew anything about boxing, he'd know. And that's what he needs. Sometimes seeing and feeling is believing. Yeah? Jake Paul ain't seen and felt nothing. Tommy can't punch. But Canelo would surely make Jake Paul see and feel what boxing really is. He'd come out of that fight like, if conscious, he'd come out of the fight like, mind blown. Damn, I didn't realise that's what it really was. Because he hasn't had that yet, has he? When has he had it? Tyron Woodley didn't give him a real. That wasn't a boxing fight. Timmy Fury wasn't a boxing fight. Canelo would whoop dude into understanding what the game's really about. The game isn't really about fighting journeymen and flying in these random sparring partners who are there to be part of your A-team. Right? Oh, don't mess up the back. People in Jake Paul's team, the sparring partners are told, like, you're here to, your job isn't to box with dude, you're here to prop him up, kind of thing. If at all. If any top guys are brought in at all. I've never heard of anyone top level being brought in, right? They're brought in as ego boosters, which isn't uncommon, but still, that's the bottom line. Canelo would, listen, people, we've seen top level, genuine world champion, undisputed champions. Callum Smith, champion, who beat top guys, right? Jamel Charlo, undisputed champion. We've seen them get touched once by Canelo, and they're like. So Canelo's resetting what real boxers. He's resetting what champions and undisputed champions thought the game was about. Fact. No one can tell me Jamel Charlo got in there and expected that. We've never seen Jamel. We've seen him knocked out. We've never seen him like, what the blow-all was that? Do you know what I'm saying? Canelo touches undisputed champions, and their whole conception of what this game is changes. Fact. Whether we like it or not. I don't think Canelo's that tough himself when he runs into a wall, Bivol. Nonetheless, he be doing that to dudes. He changes their whole mindset. Callum Smith's whole world was rocked by Canelo. Fact. Jermell Charlo's whole world was rocked by Canelo. Even Gennady Golovkin's world, his whole perception of the game, running forward, beat dudes up. What happened to that in the second fight and the third fight? We don't know. Rocked, right? Triple G, the big drama show. Yeah? All of a sudden, for the first time in his career, turned into a boxer in the second fight. He boxing all of a sudden. That is a what they call it, a paradigm shift, right? You go forward and mow people down. Why wasn't Triple G? In the first fight he was, but the second fight, he was boxing. He politicking. He doing an Andre Ward, which he criticised. Nothing wrong with that, but that's what Canelo do to dudes. And this is Triple G, a solid, real boxing man. Jake Paul, I guarantee it. I'd bet money the first left hook that lands on his arm or anywhere, he ain't gonna do nothing. Again, we've seen it with Callum Smith. The first shot that landed, he didn't want to know. Jermell Charlo, he didn't want to know. Triple G boxing. Triple G on his Andre Ward. Canelo hit Triple G in a way, he on his Andre Ward. Yeah? So, I don't know what fake Paul smoking, but he need it. The world need it. He talked too much for me. OIB, you was chilling for Jake Paul. I was. When I believed his talk. End of the day, he got in there with Timmy and ain't do nothing. What makes you think you're going to get in there with Canelo and do something? But he needs it. He don't get it. He thinks, I went in there with Tommy and Tommy's a Fury and Tyson Fury's a champion. So, no. Yeah? Please, Canelo. Do it for the culture kind of thing. It needs to be done. And he wants it. Jake Paul wants it, allegedly. Give it to him. Give it to him. So, Jake Paul said it makes sense. Canelo's coming to the end of his career. Where's he going to make a lot of money? So Canelo, once again, I want to fight you. Let's make it happen. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't. Again, please, Canelo. Please, Canelo, before your career's done. I think Canelo should do what Floyd did. Get to the end of your career. Not do a load of them. Floyd did too much. Floyd was going to London and fighting with like 5 people in the crowd. Don't do that. Don't ruin your brand. But Jake Paul, if he keeps beating real boxers and, you know what I mean, give it to him. You can run, but you can't hide. Who do you think he is? Daddy need to come back to the house in this situation quick as well and tighten dude up. Tighten dude ass up. It's too much for me, man. Because you can say you can run, but you can't hide. Well, Tommy was running and he hid, right? Why weren't you? So if you're telling me you can hang with Canelo, someone who can hang with Canelo would have tore Tommy Fury's ass up. He ain't that good. He can't box and he can't fight. He's regional level at the best. And he was running, and he managed to hide and outbox you. I think Jake Paul probably won. I think it was a draw. Genuinely, it was a draw. But nonetheless, like, come on now. You couldn't even beat Tommy, clearly. You think you're going to do something with Canelo. The shots Jake Paul throws, yeah, Canelo will just bounce off him. We've seen it again and again and again, people. It's a fact. Top-level guys hit him and it don't do nothing. Nothing. Fake Paul will get in there, run out of gas after 2 rounds and be like, oh, I think he'd pull out. I think he'll, my hamstring, my Achilles heel went. That's what he'd do. He put another one out and said this as well. Jake Paul calls out Canelo after Ryan Borland. Canelo, stop ducking. I know you want it. I'm repping Puerto Rico. You're repping Mexico. So it's Mexico versus Puerto Rico. I want Canelo. I'm the face of this sport. Who's doing more than me? Canelo, please, give it to him. Give it to him, man. He talked too much. Too much now. It's too much now. Canelo's a man, he kind of respects his career. But we need this, man. The culture need this. I need to see that ass nice and sweet. That's what I need to see. I need to see that sweet Jake Paul ass. Just to see him hump. I'm all for... If Jake Paul had gone in there, yeah, and dominated Tommy Fury, I'd say, yeah, man, you've shown something. You get it. But you don't get it. Yeah? You don't get it. You don't. Jake Paul was in there politicking with Nate, politicking with Tommy, politicking with 50-year-old Anderson Silva. He don't get it yet, and it's not his fault. How is he going to get it? When would he get it? Canelo, give it to him. Yeah, even a sparring match would do. A televised sparring match. Get his ass in there. But no, really it needs to be a fight. 10-ounce gloves. And I tell you now, it's obvious, it's basic maths. Oh, boxing doesn't work on triangles. This is one triangle that would work. Callum Smith didn't want to know. Jamel Charlo didn't want to know. Fake Paul, he ain't going to want to know nothing. Yeah? Not even anything to do with Canelo will he want to know after the first left hook lands anywhere. Doesn't have to hit him on the head or the body. On the arm will do. Boop! Fake Paul gonna be... He'll be calling for... Listen, Fake Paul will turn this into a basketball match. He'll be time out, man. Let's take a second here. 100%. He turned into a politician. Fake Paul, yeah, he talk all this, you run in, you don't want none, you're scared of me. The first left hook that will land, Fake Paul will turn into Caleb Plant. Remember when Caleb Plant was in there with Canelo? Oh man, it was all build up, and I want to be friends, and same as McTapper in there with Habib. Oh, it's just promotion, bro. Like, please, I'm only messing. I was only messing, 100%. The first left hook that Canelo lands, Fake Paul will be in there saying, "Oh, you do know, Canelo, it was only promotion. Oh, I was only playing. Like, we can be friends. And oh, do you like my boxing skills? They're pretty good, aren't they? But I've only started 2 years ago, so kind of take it easy on me." That's what would happen. Fact, no doubt. It will be that he'll turn into a politician in round 1, or his Achilles will pop. No doubt. Or after, yeah, I reckon how it will go was he'll get hit with a left hook or two in round 1. He'll go back to the corner, and then you'll see a whisper in the team's ear or whatever, and all of a sudden the flag will be in, and Fake Paul will hobble off. If Fake Paul made it 12 rounds, I'll genuinely never make a video again, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Bottom line, there's not in one universe is that possible. Not one. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and like off the 100%. No doubt.